Hey, it's Mr. Brough here. What we're going to look at today is understanding the crime and punishment unit, focusing on how the unit is actually set up, covering 1,000 years of history, and then looking at the best way to actually revise for this unit.
With the crime and punishment unit, we're studying 1,000 years of English history. From the medieval realms, from about 1000 AD, from the Saxons to the Normans to late medieval, and then early modern, 1500s to 1700, the time of Henry VIII, James I, etc. And then the 18th and 19th century, and then finally the 20th century to present day. And it's incredibly important that you actually learn the 4 different time periods and understand the dates and the names, because you can't really answer the questions on this unit unless you understand that basic idea. And then within this unit, what we are studying is we are studying 3 areas. So we're looking at crime, and we're looking at punishment, and we're looking at law enforcement in each of those 4 time periods. Then inside the triangle, we're looking at 2 key concepts. We're looking at change and we're looking at continuity. We are looking how, say, crime differs between medieval time and the early modern time, or we're looking at how punishment differs between the early modern period and the 20th century. So we're looking at these key concepts of change and continuity. We then ask the question, why does crime change over certain periods? Why do methods of law enforcement change over certain periods? And we answer the question, why do things change, by looking at various factors that influence change, such as the role of government, the role of church, the role of science, the role of attitudes, the actions of individuals. And all of those different things help us to explain why sometimes things change and why sometimes things stay the same.
A good way of getting that big picture understanding of crime and punishment is having a go at producing some mind maps. So you can see the big picture and you can see how various factors relate to each other. So you can do a mind map for crime over the 4 time periods.
Mind maps are really good for seeing the big picture in a topic. So you can do a mind map for crime and you can see how it changes over a period of time, different crimes that come in. The secret to mind maps, keep them colourful, keep them creative, because that seems to make them more effective. Try and avoid doing it all in one colour and try and avoid straight lines.
A second good way to revise thematically over 1,000 years is to use Venn diagrams. So if you have a simple Venn diagram, you can focus on 2 time periods. You can focus on change and continuity over the 2 time periods, and it's a nice simple way to revise.
Venn diagrams are really good for looking at one aspect, for example crime, and looking at 2 time or 3 time periods, and you can see on the left hand side and the right hand side how, say, crime is different in 2 different time periods, and you can also see in the middle how there is continuity, how there is similarity between the 2 time periods. So it's a really simple, effective way.
So between now and your mock, have a go at creating some mind maps and creating some Venn diagrams and see how you get on with them and see how they help you revise. And then you've got them for your exams in the summer as well. Okay, thanks very much.